It's the Morning Cryptos, and it is day 142 of my 90-day challenge. And today, people, it looks a little bit like there's a little bit of a correction. So relax, it's okay. Take a deep breath. We're going to look at all of this stuff. We're going to put it in perspective. We're going to have a good time, and let's do the music. All right, people, as I said, it is day 142 of my 90-day challenge to go deep into the rabbit hole of Bitcoin. And it has been quite a ride. Back in July, I had one full Bitcoin, and I was astonished. It was $2,500 or something like that. And I was really nervous. I was nervous at how high the market was, and I didn't know if it could hold. And so I took my profits. I actually missed taking my profits because there was a day when things corrected, and I thought I'd been screwed. But then about a week later, I had a chance to take my profits. So the big lesson for us all to remember, as you know, it looks like Bitcoin's having a little bit of a pullback right now, is that this is what this market does. And remember, it's built on human emotion. And there's a lot of very emotional, very inexperienced people coming into this market. So it's going to have some emotional swings. It's going to be a little bit, not quite bipolar, but it's going to be a little irrational because we are not irrational. We're not a rational being. We are not rational beings. We are animals who somehow figured out how to trade commodities, futures, and cryptocurrencies, stocks, bonds, even pieces of paper that we all have decided are worth something, even though they're just pieces of paper. So there's a lot going on in our imagination today. So let's take a look at the news, see what's going on over here. Hit refresh. Analysts who predicted Bitcoin's rise now sees it hitting 300,000. That was there a day ago. CNBC, they're so current. Crypto Watch, the Bitcoin Cash price just surged. That's old. Bitcoin price live. Bitcoin soars. Despite new warnings, the bubble could burst. Oh, so it's just the same stuff, people. It's just the same thing. And as I said yesterday, if you didn't watch yesterday, it may be a bubble. It probably is a bubble, but it's the largest bubble that anyone has ever conceived of. And secondly, it's going viral. That's why I said yesterday, it's not a bubble, it's a virus. And thank you so much for all of your amazingly kind and wonderful comments. And it's just really, it's unprecedented. So let's dive in. Let's go into a 1-hour chart with Bitcoin. And it's not a big deal, people. We've had a little sell-off, and the line I had was pretty much, I had the line somewhat here, maybe here. And sometimes things dip below the line, right? We have the upward trend. And again, this is a 1-hour chart, so it's not like it's a one-day chart. That's what I'm trying to say, A 1-hour chart and what happens, in any 24-hour period of time is not the end-all and be-all, right? So we're having a little bit of a sell-off right now in Bitcoin. And what that means to me is I'm going to go find some of my alts that haven't taken the hit as well, and I'm going to buy some Bitcoin if I have a chance. If by the time I'm done with this video it's back up, no big deal, right? If it goes down farther or kind of hangs down a little bit lower here, I'm going to get some more. I will buy some Bitcoin with some Quantum maybe, or some Neo, or some basic attention token, or something that has just totally rocked. And Bitcoin is definitely going to 100,000, probably in the next 12 months. So remember, people, thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are having conversations with their friends. Oh my God, this is going crazy. We got to get into this, right? My son at work has heard, people that were kind of going, yeah, I should check that out someday. They're all like, okay, I want in. I personally have brought, I think, 5 or 6 people into doing this who I know personally, and you and I all have the same stories. We're talking to other people. This is word of mouth, people, and it is traveling faster than anybody is really aware of, and there's no one measuring it, really. How do you measure what I say to you and you say to someone else in our personal life when it's not on a YouTube video, right? So if you're watching Google searches, you can study Google searches. You can study all kinds of different indicators that tell us a lot about what this is really doing. And it is more than just a financial instrument, people. It's a technology, and it's also a social and cultural shift. Just the way cell phones changed us from being attached to a corded phone and to have the freedom to go anywhere with your phone, cryptos are giving us the freedom to be unattached, unattached to the corded bank. There's no cord attaching you to the bank anymore. You are your own bank, and it's going to take us a while to figure out how to do that, right? So it's the free market, and it's free. All right, a little philosophy, little hypnosis to start the day in case you're feeling a little not comfortable or not settled or not confident. Just relax into this, people. We're still at support here. We have significant support. Let's draw some. Here's the next really solid line of support. It goes back to these tops over here. Boom, and we're right there. Support. Right? There's another line of support here. Right? So we have these different levels of support. If Bitcoin comes back to any of these spots, holy crap, the buying that will ensue, because the professionals will go, oh, hey, I'm going to get me some cheap Bitcoin. I don't care what I am in any of my alts, I will buy Bitcoin with everything I've got if it comes back to 16. Are you kidding me? That would be awesome, because we know it's going right back up to 20,000. This is like its pause, a little step back before it moves forward. Because what else can happen with more and more and more people pouring into the market, particularly FOMO people who are like, oh, I got to get in. This is a very temporary pullback, and it's just intelligent people taking profits. Maybe even, we're coming up on the holiday, blah, 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 all that stuff. So anyway, let's grind through it, people. I'm going to go back to a one-day chart. There's a lot to like here. And stuff's going to change all day. All right, so Bitcoin Cash, we had a nice boost. We had kind of an upward sideways trading range, and it boosted. Then it paused, a little sideways range, then boosted. And if you look at the 1 hour chart, essentially there was a nice entry point that I missed an hour ago, because I want to get in on this. I would like a better pullback. I would like it to come back to this line here, but it may not do that. So I've been looking at a good entry spot for Bitcoin Cash, and if it comes back down to this line here today, I'm going to get me some Bitcoin Cash, depending on how everything else works. I could have gotten it just a little bit ago. Not a big fan of leaving open orders in to catch these things. My mind doesn't work I'm not that organized. So Bitcoin Cash, I don't think it's looking bad. I think it's looking fine. It's boosted like crazy, and a little correction, a little sell-off. So what? People, God, relax. I'm pretending I'm hearing you go, this always happens to me, right? No, relax. It's okay. Breathe. Take some breaths. All right, so Bitcoin Cash. We're going to crank through these, people. I'm going to try to go a little faster. Bitcoin Gold, nice little pullback here. Might be a little entry spot if you think the world of Bitcoin Gold. Let's get to a one-day chart first. Okay, so Bitcoin Gold, it's like an inchworm, people. It's inching up this hill, and it has to come back down occasionally to touch the ground to get its next boost. So I would like, and I'm looking for Bitcoin Gold. I mean, I have some. I have a small amount of it. But when it comes back to this line, that would be a buy signal, particularly if it comes down to this line today. That would be, and it holds at this line. That would be a nice, sweet get in, buy low, sell high. You know? Still want to be on the train, but you want to get on the train at the right stop, at the right station. So we're having some big moves and some nice corrections here. You know, on the 1 hour chart, what's going on? Let's see, we have support down here. Right? We have kind of this inter boost channel here. You know, you could call these tops. Right? You could call those tops. I don't know what else do you want to call them. Right? And again, people, this is for newbie traders. I'm not confusing you with all kinds of moving averages and Fibonacci stuff or any of that stuff. There's other people who know that stuff. I am trying to show you that you don't need all that fancy stuff to still make money in these markets. I have to keep stuff simple. I'm not a math whiz. I am a musician, and I am someone who has the ability to see patterns, and I see these patterns as music. This is exactly what music looks like in the recording studio on a computer screen. There's rhythm, there's pauses, there's movement, there's intensity, there's pullbacks. It's just music, people. It's in an energetic vibration, right? And it's the result of a lot of different thoughts. And the dominant thoughts against the less dominant thoughts, sellers and buyers. And at any given moment, the buyers and the sellers switch dominance. And it's yin and yang, positive and negative. It's energy. It's particles that have a charge, and they're holding and pushing and anyway. Quantum, baby. It's all quantum. All right. Back to the one-day chart. Let's look at Dash. People, it's fine. Dash is up. Okay? Let's look at the 1 hour chart. It's fine, people. Oh, it boosted. We had a sell-off, and it's already recovered. All right? People, that's the energy of this market. We had a boost. We had a sell-off. And it's already recovered. And this, by the way, I predicted, I literally drew that little chart yesterday, and it went boom. So now we're back up here, right? So we'll see from this point on what it does for the rest of the day, whether it locks in or whether it does anything erratic. And Dash is just pretty been steady up. Steady up. EOS against Ethereum looking pretty good. So this is a case where if Ethereum would be down and EOS would be up, you would definitely buy some Ethereum with your EOS, right? While Ethereum's lower, buy low, sell high, or vice versa. That's kind of the game. And this is EOS against the US dollar. Let's dive into the 1 hour chart. All right. Yesterday, this was what I drew. I saw this rising bottoms, flat tops, right? Those are sweet. But it all depends on how much energy is in the market, how high it's going to go after that before there's the next little stabilizing consolidation. So I'm going to watch this today. We'll see what's going on. I think it's still looking fine, people. I think it looks great. I think there is money to be made today. Not sure what my plans are or what my strategies are yet. That's why I do this, and I do it right in front of you. And I appreciate that you appreciate it, because I don't think anybody else is doing this. I don't know if they are or not, because I don't even have time to watch any videos right now, because this has been literally full time for the last week. And I've let a lot of other things go because it's intense. So Ethereum's up too. Ethereum's over 800. It's fine. Like, these damn articles, they make these blanket statements like alts are taking a hit. Like, what alts? Like, some of them, like Bitcoin corrects 3%. Oh my God. All right. So people, just remember, when the crowd is doing something and you don't know what to do, kind of look in the opposite direction and do what the opposite of the crowd is doing. Earl Nightingale said that, and I quote it often because it's really important. This is crowd theory. This is literally the behavior of crowds. Individual people are not predictable, but crowds of people are. And so you either, if the crowd is going one way, you go the other way, or if you're at a parade, sell hot dogs to the crowd, right? Right? You're either in the parade or you're sitting on the sidewalk or you're selling the hot dogs. And all the people in the parade are usually volunteers, and all the people on the sidewalk are usually volunteers, but the people selling hot dogs are making pretty good buck selling those dumb balloons and things to people. So Ethereum, it's up, fine, it's good. IOTA now people, IOTA over on Binance. I just, by the way, signed up at Binance, and there should be a sign up code below here if you would like to check out Binance. When I play with it, I'll show you guys, but I like it a lot better than Bittrex in a lot of ways, most ways. And they have IOTA and they have EOS over there, so that's interesting. And I'm slowly moving a lot of my stuff over to Binance. But here we are, IOTA. Now I'm looking to see where I can get in to some IOTA. On the one-day chart, we have a nice sideways pattern beginning to form. And you know how I feel about sideways patterns. With rising bottoms. Love me a rising bottom. Okay, so let's see if we can connect what it was doing with what it is doing, right? So that's one possible angle of rise. And, we had a long sideways channel here, so it's this is a new move. This is not what it was doing. It's a much bigger move. There's much more volume. There's much more energy, but it's going sideways. I would not hesitate to get into IOTA here. So today, I'm probably going to see what I can move over to Binance so that I can sell it to bleh. I'm going to see if I can move either some Ethereum or some Bitcoin over to Binance. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to move Bitcoin. So I may move my Ethereum over there and buy IOTA with Ethereum. So we'll see. Okay. Also, Binance has their own token, which they give you 50% off their whatever they charge you for trades, for the spread, however they make their dough. So that's an interesting thing I'm going to check out as well. So people, IOTA is looking really good on the one-day chart. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Looky here. It's like IOTA's coming down to a spot where I may actually have to, I definitely have to get some IOTA today. So let me move this along. Yesterday I missed Bitcoin Cash because I was doing my video. This video cost me money, people. Do you feel guilt? I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Because I'm doing this for me, and if I don't want to do it, I'll stop doing it, right? And if you guys like it and let me know that, I'll keep doing it. Otherwise, at some point, I'm just going to go rogue and just trade and not tell anybody what I'm doing. Litecoin. I bought Litecoin yesterday. Let's look at a 1 hour chart. This is where I got in on Litecoin, and it popped. I said it was going to pop Sunday, and it did pop on Monday. But look at this. It's all coming back, right? Well, that's okay. I'll just buy more down here. Litecoin, if it comes back down to this trading channel, that's a buy. If it comes back down below this line, looking to get me some more Litecoin. So, my notes, I'm writing down IOTA and looking to get some Litecoin if it comes back. So, keeping an eye on that. Let's go. Whoa, stop. Let's go to the 1 day chart. And NEO against Ethereum. Interesting. I made so much money in NEO. I was taking profits. Like every time it boosted more, I just took more profits. And it'll probably create some kind of a sideways trading range here. Let's see what it's going to do on the 1 hour charts. This is NEO. We're coming right back down to this old area of resistance, which is now support. And anything in this channel here, if it comes down to this channel, market's going to buy his NEO back. That's right. Going to buy it back. I don't care what Bitcoin's doing. If NEO comes back down into the 60s, oh, it just did. If it comes back down and touches this line, I'm going to look to get me some. Buy low, sell high, people. Everybody else is freaking out. That's when you and I keep the cool heads and we snap up those bargains. That's what makes us the cool people, the cool kids, right? So, nice. Got some good stuff today. It's going to be a fun day shopping. Doing some Christmas shopping for myself. Yeah. I'm starting to feel good. I woke up this morning and I took a peek at Bitcoin. I'm like, uh-oh, what do we do now, right? There's still so much money, so much energy in this market. And we have had a crazy boost. So there's going to be pauses. These markets have to take a breath. And we have to get used to new prices. It's a thing that happens in our mind. And it happens all the time. It's a very natural, the price valuation shift. I don't know what they call it. There's probably some expert that's done his PhD on it. Omise Go against the US dollar here is at 19. And that's sweet. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. And so we have a little pullback, a little sell-off, right? Where are the areas of past resistance? Kind of right here, which are now support. So if it comes down to this line, definitely I'm going to get me some more Omise Go. But we'll see. I prefer a nice tight sideways trading pattern like this over here. Those kinds of things I prefer. And we're on the 1 hour chart, so you know these got to take with a little grain of salt, but if you're watching it closely, you can definitely catch these boosts. Any pullback, right? People are selling off. We are buying. All right, we're gonna keep going. Quantum. Oh, my dear Quantum. Up. Quantum is up, and if it's up against Bitcoin, and kind of holding up here. It looks like we're creating a nice little support area, a little holding pattern here. Sweet, and we have double tops on the 1 hours. Okay, people. The question is, do I buy Bitcoin with my Quantum, or do I buy Quantum with my Bitcoin? And it may not even matter. If Bitcoin and Quantum are both kind of mirroring each other, then I don't know. I don't know. A lot of stuff to think about. Okay, so one day, let's look at XMR Monero. Got me a Monero again, and I had sold mine at a sweet profit last week. Let's see what it's doing here. And again, it's coming back to previous resistance. Nice. We have some pretty good support here. And it's hanging tough. It's like an inchworm, people. It needs to land on something. It's right? So think of it like that. All right. So there is Monero, and of course, if it comes back to this trading channel, Mark, you got to look into getting some more. So that's really my day, is looking like I'm just going to keep an eye on where the bargains are, and if I'm in a position where I can add to a position instead of where I'm going to take profits, where I'm going to get back in. So Ripple, we have a sweet sideways trading range. I bought some more around here, somewhere in this area. But from what I've seen of Ripple, it can do a sideways trading range for a while. Let's look at a 1-day chart with Ripple. Right? So, again, we're in a consolidation spot. And these are cool, because this is where you get into position, for what it might do next. And we are going to $1. And we're down to 73. It's on sale, people. It's on sale. I mean, Ripple could definitely go to $1. It's not a big deal. It's got a lot of volume in this market. And then the volume tapered off here. And but there's still a ton of volume in Ripple. I mean, let's look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. Ripple's number 4, right? Ripple's number 4, and it's only up 4%. That's good. The ones that are up a huge amount, you want to find out what they are, but I kind of look through here to look for things that are only up a little or down. So Stellar, I started buying Stellar Lumens yesterday. We're going to look at Stellar Lumens, and we're going to see what the heck is going on. Maybe I can pick up some more. Again, I don't want to buy on a green day. I want to buy when it's red. All right. So let's get to a 7-day chart with Stellar Lumens. And it might be a nice little pullback. There's a 1-day chart with Stellar Lumens. Might be a little place to get in. I've been doing this thing where I just look at come on, World Coin Index. How do you spell it? There you go. I was spelling Stellar wrong. Coffee's getting cold. World Coin Index loads really slowly compared to what's the other one called again? The other one's called Coin Market Cap. Okay. I always forget the name. All right, so Stellar Lumens. I can't really draw on these charts, but entry point, we have a sideways trading range, and it's the bottom of that sideways trading range on the US dollar. That's looking good to me. Stellar Lumens. I'm going to look into getting me some more of those. Stellar. What else? XRP. So it looks like IOTA, Litecoin, Neo, Stellar, and XRP are kind of on my radar today. And that's basically it. There's so much more, and I can't keep going through all of them. Let's go back to Bitcoin, and let's go back to the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin, see what's going on. And it has come back down even farther while I've been talking. So, but we're seeing a little bit of green. So we might be, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get some Bitcoin. See what I have to sell. Which is really when you're selling something into Bitcoin, you're buying Bitcoin, right? That's the thing in my brain that I'm trying to get around. All right, so that's it, people. I'm going to get to work, and I hope this has been helpful to you. If it is, please give me a thumbs up, and if you like this and you want to hang out with me again, please subscribe so you get those alerts. So you got to ring the little bell thing, and I think that's it. I have not touched my Better Man project in a week. I've been too busy for that. I haven't touched my music in a week. But when we have a little quiet time, I'll get back to all that stuff. But right now, this has been my delightful obsession, and I have a feeling you guys are in it too. Let's be in it for the long haul, people. Let's learn this so well that, if someone said to us, you know what, if you had to give up all your money and start over, would you be able to do it? And most people who have understood money, literally you could drop them anywhere and tell them they had to start over. And because of the way they think, they would find ways to start over. And in a very short period of time, they would be right back at their level of success. And the same thing, if you take somebody who has bought lottery tickets all their life and just basically pisses away every dollar that comes to them, you give them all the money in the world, and in a short time, they're back to having nothing. So ultimately, the hypnosis of money is how we manage money, how we grow and shift our awareness of our own value and our own worth, and the value of our time and the value of our ideas, and to be able to step out into the world when some people don't think we're special, right? Not everybody thinks we're special. The market doesn't care about you or I. And that's why it's so beautiful, because it is a worthy adversary to hone your peaceful warrior spirit with. And I hope that's not too woo-woo for you people, but if it is too woo-woo, that's okay too. I'm just not the guy for you, because I'm a pretty woo-woo guy. So if you like this, do the whole thing there, and I think, yeah, that's it. Let's start the music, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, grooviness, over and out.